Welcome mates, I'm BloodThirstyLord by Incoming Lordy, and today we're back once again for another Predator Hunting Grounds video, and the latest patch of 2.1 just got released. I'm going to highlight everything in its entirety, highlighting 2 new classes, new weapons for the fire team, and some changes that happened within the game overall, and a little small roadmap to the future DLC as well. So this will be very interesting. Let's try and jump into it as quickly as possible. But before we do get into this video, there's only a small percentage of mates that watch the videos that aren't actually subscribed. Leave a like to show your support, click the subscribe button to keep up to date, press that join button to become a member of the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So in the 2.1 update for Predator Hunting Grounds that just released a couple of minutes ago, there's a new playable character for the fire team, and that is Dante Beast Mode Jefferson. So that's highlighted as well, and a new early access weapon called the Beast T rocket launcher, and some other aspects to the free update being the plasma rifle prototype, and also the PDL, which is a proximity detector launcher, and an EMP mine as well, which is all part of the free update, which you'll get at corresponding levels, which are highlighted on the screen as well. So that's something to keep in mind. When it comes to other changes in the game, there were some nerfs and buffs to the weapons of the actual characters of the fire team, but they've significantly increased max range of all shotguns for general changes for the fire team, and also increased some of the damage and aspects of the fire team overall, which is kind of confusing to see, but it's happened in the actual update. The Predator didn't get really anything this update except for a new perk called Ironside, which you unlock at level 80, take reduced damage from behind when moving, healing, claiming, or performing a stealth kill. And this perk is kind of interesting for my playstyle because that's what we usually do. We play really ballsy with the Predator. Since we do main it and we are pro at it and we go for many stealth kills, this perk here will make us more invincible to damage when doing those stealth kills. So I'm very happy with that. But everything else on the perk list just got changed, went up and down in cost. Nothing too crazy. And they slightly changed some of the audio decoy by adding healing sounds and eating sounds and removed the pouncing sound on the ability. So that's something to keep in mind. And that is pretty much it. That is the whole update from the changes that occurred. But there is also some other stuff. So let's go into the next page, being the PlayStation blog, highlighting a character. And they've also had this character being played by another person. So they've got the facial recognition of that character, which is a football player, as Dante the Beast Mode Jefferson. Beast Mode, I'm guessing just as a football title into the game. Really interesting. I don't know why. We'll find out as we go. So that's the image of the character. You get to see it pretty much in its whole entirety. Looks like a support class with long hair. And that's what it appears like within the game itself. I'm not too sure if I'm very interested about this because I've never heard about this character. I don't think it's a character from the Predator lore. I think it's a new character that was placed into the game. But let's keep going on. So that is a new operating class which comes with his new weapon, the Beast rocket launcher, which is Beast Mode, I'm guessing. And then from there we have some information from Elphonic highlighting how they've done a couple of things and achieved a couple of things. Yep, we see that. And alongside that, they've said, welcome Dante Beast Mode Jefferson, brought to life with the voice and looks of a football legend. So we've got that, another image of the character as it's standing still. Looks pretty clean, not too bad, but I'm not too sure why he's in the game. That's why I'm having an issue right now. We'll find out as we go. Recruited into Special Ops Group early in his military career, Dante Beast Mode Jefferson earned a reputation for ruthless ferocity in combat. Using his signature explosive weaponry, Dante led his team through multiple missions worldwide with incomparable success. During one combat mission in the jungles of Thailand, his team was hunted by a predator. He watched as his team was dragged off one by one and slaughtered. Dante was forced to hunt the killer on his own with a well-placed beast rocket, managed to destroy the predator, leaving no trace. After calling the exfil, Dante was picked up, flown to an undisclosed location, finding himself face to face with Dutch, who had to offer to join his team. So he did. Okay, so interesting story connecting back to Dutch. I'm not too convinced that just one RPG shot killed the Predator, and it was a direct hit. I understand there was a direct hit, but makes the weapon sound busted as hell. And we get to see the RPG shot, or the RPG itself, the Beast Rocket, in an image. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. This seems like a massive buff to the fire team overall, with all the changes that have happened, and all the new weapons they get to play with, and the Predator doesn't get anything new, which is kind of surprising in my opinion. But we'll keep going. To tell you more about the Beast Rocket, you ask. Beast Mode Custom Beast or Beast Rocket Launcher mimics the power of its owner. Built as an anti-armor weapon, this rocket-propelled grenade launcher quickly became a favorite of the OWLF. It's also the only rocket launcher in the game. This behemoth of a weapon will be unlockable to all after our next update in February. But early access is to the Beast Rocket, coming out with the purchase of the new Dante Beast Mode Jefferson DLC pack. So we get the new pack that comes out now, or I'm guessing the update's live right now, so keep that in mind. And then from there, this will become free to everyone else in February. That is very interesting, that delay. It's usually just less than a month, not 2 months, but we'll keep on going. That isn't the only thing that you have access to in this holiday season, and they've also highlighted the new weapons that can be played with in this update. So kind of interesting mechanics being added to the game for the fighting team, which they can use against the Predator to hunt them down. Now we'll move on to the next aspect, highlighting we're adding a new OWLF operative class built with one job in mind: to take down the Predator in combat. Equipped with a thermal suit, the soldier's infrared signature will be difficult for all to track. This power play will not need to mount up much, if at all. And this is very interesting because I think we've talked about this class in the past, and we get to see it to come to life and back into intuition for the game itself. And we pretty much gained 2 new classes for the fight team overall, one through DLC and one through most likely a free update for the game, and a whole bunch of weapons for everything that they can use. And also they've listed the weapons over there to highlight what they can actually do, and they just end up pretty much being self-explanatory from what they do. One shoots plasma, other one shoots a pulse, and the other one is a proximity detector. So just like motion detectors, but on the fire team, not the Predator. And then we get a slight roadmap as well, highlighting, I don't know why this didn't appear. It's like still blacked out here. We got the maps for August, September, October. That was the most recent one. And our December patch will have Dante as the paid DLC, and the Battle Axe will be a free update. So there was a gap between November, and they also did another gap in January. So now they're spacing the DLC every 2 months. And alongside that, we get an image towards another character. And this seems to be a female character, and also holding a weapon of some sort. But the hair makes me believe it's a fire team character, not a Predator female character. So that's a kind of an interesting choice as well. It could be a character from the AVP universe, from the movies, I'm not too sure, or a female character from the lore. Could be one or the other. And that's all for now, and they've also highlighted some other stuff, and enjoy the happy holidays. So that's a weird patch. I feel like this is so disconnected to what we wanted for Predator Hunting Grounds. Yes, we have 2 new fire team classes. The OWLF seems to be a very good one in my opinion. The Beast Mode Dante, I have some mixed opinions about that because it just felt like so out of the blue compared to the OWLF class, which fits right at home within the Predator lore. This character, I'm not too sure fits at all. But we'll find out as we go how good the character is. Is it fun? Is it enjoyable? Does it provide a new mechanic? Or should we just wait till February to get the free DLC update of that weapon? We'll see as we go. But that is everything that happened within this update in patch 2.11. That is everything that happened. And I don't feel like it was too much, it's not too crazy, but at least it will rejuvenate the weaponry for the fight team overall with 2 new classes they can also use alongside that. Sadly, no new map and no other additional content for the Predator except for the perk, which I feel like it was kind of outplaced. Should have been there from the start, but it happens and we get that content either way. I'm kind of interested to see what happens with each of these characters when we do jump into the game and highlight it for ourselves in our first looks, so be waiting for that very soon. But mates, tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to know. What do you think about the 2.11 update? Are you hyped about it? Are you not hyped about it? Are you just on the medium scale? Tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, mates, it is a pleasure to have you guys on the channel as we go through this. And I'll catch you, mates, next time. Bye.